Okay, so today is Thursday, which means that I'm going to talk about things to throw your money at. Technically, I suppose it's things to throw your money at with Kate Monster, which is myself, your amazing hostess. And today I'm going to be talking about Transistor, which is an upcoming game from Supergiant, the studio behind Bastion, and the Kickstarter for Red Goddess by Yanim Studios. So, first of all, if you're noticing this gorgeous image on my screen, I'm going to be talking about Transistor. I assume most of you are familiar with Bastion, which was a another delightful game by Supergiant, and Transistor will mark their second game, which is available for pre-order now, which is why everyone's excited. So this is again a gorgeous screenshot from the game, and a little bit more about the game. Reading from their product page, it's okay. It's good information. Transistor, it's a sci-fi themed action RPG that invites players to wield an extraordinary weapon of unknown origin as they fight through a stunning futuristic city. So, and this is going to be available for PlayStation 4, which I'm kind of jealous. I'm saving up for one of those, but I haven't gotten there yet. Luckily for the rest of the poor of us or non-console gamers out there, it's also available for PC. So, I'm not going to show you the video because you can watch that on your own, but we're going to play this for some background music. The music is great, guys, so you should.
When you speak, I hear.
All right, it's distracting. I love the music too much to be able to talk while it's going on. So, like Bastion, Transistor is going to be a action RPG. And if you noticed from this screenshot again, this epic weapon looks to be a cyber sword, which I've never gotten to say those two words together before, and I'm really excited I got the opportunity in this video. So, let's go through the screenshots for a minute, take a look at the world and screenplay or gameplay. I'm assuming those are enemies. They look a bit like portal robots, and this should only make your anticipation of this game grow. You get to fight portal-looking robots with a cyber sword. How cool is that? Let's be honest, it's probably everything you've ever hoped and wished for. Uh, and again, if you buy the game and the soundtrack, you can do that on Steam, and it's worth it. If you've heard the music on Bastion, then you know that uh, this studio has fantastic music, and you're not going to want to miss out on that. My favorite images of the game are actually just wallpapers that the art director Jinzi has created so far. I mean, look at this protagonist. She is fierce, and she's staring into the depths of your soul. Also, yellow nail polish. That's pretty badass. I may have to go buy some myself. This image is probably my favorite though, simply because a bit different type of art style, and it's just a little abstract and just very dynamic. So if you liked Bastion, you're pretty much guaranteed to like this game so far, I would say. Uh, there hasn't been much else released besides this video and the images. So I know that's not a lot to go on, but it's a game with a great female protagonist. Uh, I can only hope that there's a rich storytelling just like Bastion. And this is something I'm willing to go out on a limb for, even with the limited amount of information that we have. So that's the first game I'll be talking about. And since information is a little bit scarcer, that's slightly more brief. And the second game I'll be talking about today is Red Goddess. Uh, Red Goddess here. This is what I want to show you. And Red Goddess also features a red-haired protagonist, which seems to be the theme of the day. And this is a different type of game than Transistor. This is actually more of a puzzle. Uh, it's a side-scrolling game with puzzle platformer elements. So, uh, think about, I don't know. I want to say Mario. I clearly don't play enough side-scrolling games anymore. So this will be, a feather in my cap. Another side-scrolling game I can talk about without resorting to games that came out when I was in diapers. So, what I wanted to talk about, so Red Goddess, this one, there's a little bit more of the story out there, and it's a story that I find interesting, just like I find all games with ladies fascinating. So, for Red Goddess, the main character, she's a goddess. Her name is Divine. She's confused and haunted, so she begins to right this wrong, something's wrong, by exploring her own subconscious. She discovers a planet within her own mind. Guys, like, this is getting pretty intense. So, this game is a side-scrolling puzzle platform with the on made on the basis of exploring Divine's subconscious. So, the goal of the game is to discover who Divine is, who she was, and what she'll become. And you do this by using three playable characters. Uh, wow, sorry. Three playable characters. Where are they? Well, one is this little fire dude. One is clearly going to be uh, Divine herself, which you can see up here. This is Divine. And uh, then the third one is an ice dude. This is what I was looking for. Okay. Also, I love video game music. It's a new passion. So, Red Goddess, and let's take a look at some of these screenshots. This is a complete world in her own mind. I wish I had anything this cool in my mind. Uh, so, some pretty gorgeous environments. There's little fire dude. I assume they have names, but I'm gonna call him Fire Dude for now. Uh, Divine again. So ultimately, this looks like a really neat. I mean, I think this game would be great if it was just a puzzle platformer where she had to go save her planet for some reason. But the motivations behind this game, this world is in her mind and she has to discover herself and who she is. I think that adds a layer of depth that you don't always see to just simple, side-scrolling puzzle platform games. And I think the ability to switch characters, somewhat like Cave Story, is going to add that uh, yet another kind of layer to the game that will make this, a vibrant and very uh, interesting game when it finally comes out. It's already been greenlit on Steam, and right now the company is asking for a measly $30,000 on Kickstarter. This is on the back of their first failed Kickstarter for the game, but they've come back and they've set a more realistic goal, and they're hoping that this time they can get it. And considering this was launched 1 to 2 days ago and they're already halfway to their goal, I have great hopes that this game will be funded. I've already pledged myself, and I definitely think this game is worthy of throwing your money at and backing. For a measly $15, you can get your own digital copy of the game and the PDF manual with art. Uh, yeah, of course, for physical copies, things go up real fast. But if you're a PC gamer, then what do you need with physical copies? You got done with that shite years ago. So, uh, to sum up, two things that you should throw your money at this week, or at least consider, is Transistor, the action RPG from Supergiant, and Red Goddess, the side-scrolling puzzle platformer slash identity discovering game from Yanim Studio. Thanks for listening to Things to Throw Your Money At, and Kate Monster out.